Hey guys, so I just want to share a quick success story with you guys on how I quit smoking by using the law of assumption. So I use the law of assumption to quit smoking. So before we get into the how, I just want to share that, I really enjoyed smoking at the time, especially, going out, having a beer, sipping on a beer and having a smoke, having an awesome conversation with your homie, and just engaging on that social level. So it was cool. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. But at some point, I actually just asked myself, is it really worth it? Because sometimes I would feel like in my lungs, I would feel how heavy my lungs were. And even if I, played sports every now and then, like indoor soccer, or maybe even running, or even going for hikes, I would actually feel how it affected me. And of course, the smell afterwards, smoking, you're like, when you're eating and all that stuff. So I was asking myself, is it really worth it? Is it worth it? And so when I pondered and just analyzed all the pros and the cons, I was like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't need it any longer. But I have to admit, it was not easy to quit. It was not easy because it was a habit, right? That's the reason why I use the law of assumption. Now, the law of assumption states that all you need to do is just assume that you have it already. So, for example, you have to be very clear in what it is you want and then assume that you have it now or that you are it now. So all I had to do was just to assume that I'm now living a balanced, a healthy life, and I'm free from smoking, right? So that was my new assumption. Now, your assumption is not just like a affirmation that you say in the morning and then later on you do the exact opposite. Assumption is like a story. It's your new way of life. It's your new norm. So the moment you agree to a new assumption, you have to understand that it's now a new way of life. You are now embodying a new being. So when I decided that I am now living a healthy, balanced life, which is free from smoking, I entered that state, if you will, or self-concept, and then I remained faithful. I remained faithful, and how I actually remained faithful was through gratitude. So every day I would express my gratitude now that I am living a healthy, balanced life free from smoking. And I did not waver from that. Now, it's very important to understand what wavering means. Wavering means, you're now choosing to stop smoking, but then you still, thinking about, oh yeah, it would be nice to actually have one, and you go out and then, you have it, even though you just set the assumption or the affirmation in your mind that you're now free from smoking, right? Wavering means that you've now decided that your new name is free from smoking, and you're gonna stick, by that, irrespective of what happens. There's been a lot of things in your life that you've made a decision and you told yourself that you're gonna stick to it. So, but now the cool thing about this is the beauty about this. If you can stick to an assumption for minimum 2 weeks, it's gonna get easier after that. So the challenge for me was just to remain faithful for 2 weeks on my new assumption. And then after the 2 weeks, I was like, I didn't even crave smoking anymore. Why? Because it was now becoming a habit. So my body started to accept the new assumption, or rather, my subconscious mind started to accept that I am now living a healthy, balanced life free from smoking. And then the third week, it got easier, fourth week got easier, and then afterwards, boom, the end result now is I haven't been smoking for about a year and a half, and I don't crave it at all. I could go, anywhere, everywhere, people can smoke around me. I don't even crave it at all, because I've replaced my old story, which was that I used to smoke, with my new story that I'm now living a healthy, balanced, and lifestyle that's free from smoking. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you are trying to stop smoking, all you need to do is just tell yourself that you are now free from smoking, and just remain faithful to your new story, and just say, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now free from smoking. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now free from smoking. Do that every single day. And here's the punchline: when it's the hardest, that's when it matters the most. Let me repeat that. When it's the hardest, that's when it matters the most. So in other words, if you're going to start this journey, and if you feel like maybe having a smoke, that's when you have to repeat that affirmation over and over and over and over again. You have to go to a mirror and just look at yourself and say, Gabriel, you are now free from smoking. I'm so proud of you. You're now free from smoking. And you repeat that over and over and over and over again. If you can pass through that hurdle, Bob's your uncle. It's going to be so much easier. So do let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And this YouTube channel is all about success stories. So if you like what you've seen, do subscribe, because we only share success stories on this channel. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one, and congrats on being free from smoking and on living a healthy lifestyle. Catch you in the next one.